I might get canceled after the first video, but fuck it.
I mean, I can't believe you're asking a question on Epstein at a time like this where we're having some of the greatest success and also tragedy with what happened in Texas. It just seems like a desecration, but you go ahead.
We don't care about Texas. We don't care about the good things. We want to know who's on the list, Trumpy. Things are getting weird, and I'm not convinced that you're not on it, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie to you. I couldn't find much on Epstein on the internet. From what I can gather, he was born in Brooklyn. He went to 2 colleges, did not graduate any of them, then became a math teacher at a prestigious high school. That already is pretty weird if you ask me. And knowing what we know now, it's pretty interesting that he decided to be a high school teacher. But hey, that's besides the point. After that, he gets a job at Bear Stearns. Once again, guys, I want to repeat, he has no degree and now he's managing millions. Like, it makes no sense. The story already starts off really wrong. Not only did he work in finance, he was managing millions apparently. I don't see how you could do that when you have no degree whatsoever and your previous job was being a high school teacher. Not to mention, the nigga has no record even having finance experience. It's not making any sense. Now he's in contact with rich people, famous people, and important people. He's given the $77 million condo. The story from A to Z has holes as wide as space. Like, it makes no sense. The guy had properties in France, New Mexico. He had an island, for God's sakes. I can't imagine the amount of money he had. How do you go from managing kids to managing millions? But then again, he did manage kids after the fact, but once again, that's besides the point. Now you learn that Bill Clinton flew on his plane 26 times. He was hanging out with royalty. Even Trump has hella pictures with him. He even wrote him like a happy birthday card apparently. Like, there's too many connections. There's too many powerful people around him. How do you get from point A college dropout, to point Z, hanging out with princes? Like, I want to repeat, someone gave him a mansion, a $77 million mansion. I would understand if he was like a son of like a Rothschild or like something like that. But from what I can find, he's a nobody. But you gotta respect the hustle. He came from humble beginnings, teaching shitheads how to do 1 + 1 in algebra, and now he's making millions of dollars a year. Like I said, if you remove all of the kid stuff, it is kind of like a rags to riches type of story. I am assuming he wasn't rich. I don't know about his family though. That's the thing. I couldn't find much. But assuming he's not rich, that's a pretty cool rag to riches story. But because of the kids thing, it's just tainted.
Convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein remains behind bars today on the latest child sex charges lodged against him. Epstein's arrest last week has put the spotlight on a private Caribbean island he owns, one that some have dubbed the Island of Sin.
The structure behind me is the main building on this island, and it has hosted American politicians, world dignitaries, and it's also the location that is alleged to have housed these wild orgies.
So apparently he was running like a blackmail scheme. So he was bringing famous people, powerful people to his island, bringing young girls too, and then making, the rich people smash him, filming the whole thing, and then blackmailing them after. That's the rumors and the alleged situation around him. The thing is, how did he get the confidence of all of these millionaires, billionaires, and royalty? That's what I want to know. That guy had to be the most charming guy on earth. Or, I don't know, like, how do you go from a high school teacher to, like, convincing princes to come to your island and smashing young girls? And also, how come all of these A-list celebrities and royalty are dumb enough to get caught into this? Like, you would think if they're A-list celebrities and, billionaires and millionaires, they would be smart enough not to put themselves in these situations. But I guess maybe Epstein knew how to, like, tap into like their deep desires to convince them to do these things. I can't say convince because they were probably going to do it no matter who was the facilitator.
And I think the real answer is Jeffrey Epstein was working on behalf of intel services, probably not American. And we have every right to ask, on whose behalf was he working? How does a guy go from being a math teacher at the Dalton School in the late 70s with no college degree to having multiple airplanes, a private island, and the largest residential house in Manhattan?
What annoys me about this situation is now I'm agreeing with Tucker. It's probably some FBI sting or some Mossad sting. I mean, apparently it's more Mossad, but we would never know. That's the thing. Because from what I can learn, Ghislaine's father was a Mossad agent. And when he died, like 4 previous Israeli prime ministers went to his funeral. So he had to be pretty important. So I'm pretty sure it's like a Mossad operation. That's what I'm thinking. And that's why the files are never coming out. Either because he was able to blackmail a lot of high level people in the government, and also just high level people that has a lot of power because of lobbying. Either that or another state has all the files. That's why they can't release it, because they don't have it. That's my 2 guesses. Maybe a billionaire has them. Who knows?
But we
release the list.
Seriously, we need to release the Epstein list. That is an important thing. We can go down that rabbit hole, but anyway,
it's just very strange for a lot of people that the list of clients that went to the island has not been made public.
Yeah, it's very interesting, isn't it? Probably will be, by the way. Probably.
So if you're able to, you'll be...
Yeah, I'd certainly take a look at it.
It kind of sucked to be an American, because from what I'm seeing, the Republicans were saying that they were going to release the files. I mean, they gave binders to like social media influencers, and even the vice president said the same thing. They got to release the files. For an American, especially if you voted for Trump, that has to be very frustrating. Not only are they not releasing the files right now, Trump is saying, hey, if you don't support me, get out of here, which is insane. Like, not only are you not transparent, you're telling us, hey, I am not going to release what I said I was going to do. Not only that, if you don't support my decision, you're not a Trumper. You go be Democrat. The thing is, either side would have done the same thing, because there's Democrats that are also in the same situation, that are being blackmailed probably, or are on those files. So either side would have not released the files. So as an American, they would have been fucked either way.
We're not going to play with these anymore. MAGA hats are off. America First hats are on. Burn, baby, burn.
Like, people are out here burning the hats, so you know even the red guys are not on it, which is rare. Usually, like, Trump guys are like cultish, so they rock with whatever he says, but in this case, it's a bit different, and it's surprising, but also refreshing to see that the people are revolting at last. Like, we got the flight logs, which is cool. I mean, apparently Alex Baldwin was on it, Naomi Campbell was on it, which is nice. It's good to know, but we want to know the list. We want to know who was messing with these children. That's what the American people want to know. As a Canadian, I just look on the side and just enjoy all of the ruckus, but I still want to know as well, because I'm pretty curious.
Sure. So from my understanding, Jeffrey Epstein was very close with Wexler. Wexler allowed him to manage, from what I understand, a lot, if not all of his finances, and he gifted him a couple of houses, allowed Epstein to live within a mile of his estate. So a lot was going on. And what was really striking to me is that Wexler gave power of attorney to Jeffrey Epstein, which is very strange and very unusual, because we don't really see that happening.
To be given power of attorney for some billionaire's assets, to be managing millions, to be given a $77 million condo, you had to be the meanest sucker on earth, or was put there by important people. That's my theory, because it doesn't make any sense. Maybe his Badusi was insane. To me, it's only 2 ways. Either he had the meanest Badusi on earth, or he was put there by like a foreign government. Because how else is he going to be from a college dropout to managing millions at Beer Stearns? Like, it makes no sense. Like, this guy was having the life, parties, hanging out with beautiful people, but it wasn't a party, guys. It was a setup. That list was not a list. That was Watergate on steroids, with NDAs, beaches, and children.
A disaster. I don't know how they got Trump and the DOJ to do this, because the public is not buying it. No one is buying it. So now, by coming in and being part of the cover-up, the Trump administration has become part of it. I mean, it's just, you cannot see it any other way. So I just got to the office. So I'm going to go throw up, actually. And this only happens every few years when something really, really bad happens or something. I mean, I'm physically going to puke probably right now. My mouth is watering right now. It's because because I have integrity.
This situation in the US is so bad. People are turning against Trump so much that you have Alex Jones crashing out. You'd love to see it. The guy is crying in his car. That's when you know things are not going well. He is emotional. I get it. If I was American and I voted for Trump, I would have been pissed too. The nigga ran on the fact that he was going to release the list. Like, what do you think was going to happen, Trump? Are you that dumb? People are waking up. People are seeing the BS. It's not right versus left. It's up versus down. Hopefully this gives us a change, because right now the US is a two-party system, and to me both parties are bad. Both parties are evil in their own ways, so they need change.
You should focus on Clinton. You should focus on the president of Harvard, the former president of Harvard. You should focus on some of the hedge fund guys. I'll give you a list. These guys lived with Jeffrey Epstein. I sure as hell didn't.
That list is never gonna come out, and you see all the ways they're trying to cover it up. The videos that was apparently manipulated, like, they're doing such a bad job. Like, it's so obvious what's going on. Like, they're gonna take it to the grave like a girl that cheats. It's not coming out. The government only protect themselves. We need change. I mean, the only government that cares about its people is probably socialist, but it's never gonna happen in the US. So you guys need to push for just change. Thanks for watching. Appreciate the love, and for every like, I'm giving away 2 co-play tickets for you and your missus or your mistress, whatever. I'm telling you guys, like, and I'm giving away 2 co-play tickets just for you and your mistress to have some fun, enjoy yourselves. Just don't be too lovey-dovey, because you might have some problems, but other than that, enjoy yourselves. Thank you. See you on the next one.